I'm working on the wiring on the Duramax Jimmy. It's an 03 engine transmission and transfer case, but I have parted out multiple Duramaxes. I had a set of wiring for an 02. The only difference I see is the oil pressure sending unit, which I can change on this. I don't want factory harnesses. I'm trying to clean up this engine as much as possible. I'm going to reroute all the wiring and eliminate what little bit I can. I think this is where I'm going to mount all the controllers. I've got the glow plug module and the FICM here. That's the TCM. I think I'm going to mount the PCM right there. I'm going to put the TCM up in the fender. The transmission wires are plenty long. I think I will run them up here and in the fender to plug into the TCM. I don't know where I left my transfer case harness, which is the problem with having this much stuff and so many projects and working out of the area for months at a time. I have 3 transfer case harnesses there that are the wrong ones. And I have one for an 02. There's an 02 transfer case there, but I don't want to swap the transfer case, so I need to find an 03 transfer case harness. So I've been routing wires roughly how I want them. I need to extend some and shorten some. On the injector wiring, I don't like these connectors. I don't want to see those. So I think I'm just going to run new wires from the injectors through the valve covers straight to the FICM. That won't be as easy to disconnect, but I don't really see any reason I would need to disconnect them. If I ever need to pull the whole harness off for some reason, I'll just have to pull the valve covers. But with everything I've removed off the top of this, the valve covers are easy to access. And I'm going to reroute all of the piping. I think I'll weld an elbow on the intercooler to point up. And I want my upper radiator hose coming up like on the Vans and what's it, HSP makes a kit. Their kit's kind of spendy. I think it sticks up too high. I may see if I can weld something on that and block off the other side. I want to make a pipe that comes up here. I bought 2 fuel cells and a new fast lift pump and some hose and some fittings and stuff. So they'll be in the same locations. This is a 2500 Suburban frame I shortened, but now the stock tanks don't fit. So there's I think that's 19 gallon right there. And then back there's another one that's 14 or something. And I think I can make the lift pump fit up there. So it will pull from the front tank, go straight to my CP3. All the return lines will go to the rear tank, and then I want to bridge the 2 tanks so that I can fill the rear tank. It'll just fill into the front, and then the return lines will go back there and it'll all drain into the front. I bought these to put in the tanks so that I could put a hose between them. These are actually bulkier than I thought. I think they'd be safe with diesel, that if they seal good, they're not going to leak later, but I don't want to have to weld something on there because I'm afraid it might crack off later. I may try to find something better than these. I don't know, I might give these a shot. But I was thinking that one on top for the filler neck, and then these 2 in each tank with a hose between them. They need to be big enough that the front tank will fill as I'm filling the rear, or it'll take me forever to put fuel in this. I've got a steering shaft in here. The Hydro Boost is like LML or LMM, the newer style that people say is an upgrade versus the older ones. So I need to do the wiring and the fuel and some brake lines, and then this thing should fire up and drive out of here. I got Duramax door manifolds and up pipes and a PPE down pipe. I'm just going to run a 4-inch straight pipe on this. And where I'm using the newer core support, I need to make headlight brackets, the grill bolts to the fenders, and then the hood latch is up here bolted to the grill. I can modify this so the hood latch will fit. And the hood clears that. There's plenty of room. So I need to get the wiring and the plumbing done and put it all back together, and I'd like to get it running and driving, get it all sorted out mechanically. Then I'll take it all apart and paint everything.